Hello everybody, welcome back for another video. Hope you're all doing well and that you're all having a fantastic day. As always, likes, comments, and subscriptions are always very much appreciated. To help out the algorithm, I would ask that everyone write their favorite cryptocurrency in the comment section below. And without further ado, let's jump right into it. Welcome to you're gonna catch the patterns very quickly in this video. For those of you not looking at the screen, it says Bitcoin's price and Ethereum price predictions. Can Bitcoin target $20,000 next? The answer is a resounding of course, as long as the rest of the world finally gets itself together. We are seeing many different flip-flop, hip-hop, can't stop, won't stop kind of days in the cryptocurrency space where the news is either extremely somber and seemingly disastrous one day, and then the next day it is completely, everyone believes that we are going to the literal moon. It says Bitcoin to surge by nearly 15% soon. This was said by JP Morgan Chase. This one says massive Bitcoin volatility incoming. This was said by Glassnode. The entire idea is we are seeing movement up in the price of Bitcoin and also world markets, even after we had news that what the Federal Reserve did or did not do was not and is not explicitly helping inflation. And we are seeing many world markets around the world beginning to move back up in seemingly unresponsive responses to what the Federal Reserve is currently stating that they're going to continue doing. For the cryptocurrency space, there are a lot of analysts, depends on Glassnode. What's the other one? Chainalysis? Yeah. Look at me. Good job. I remember the name. Chainalysis. They're all announcing that there's a huge amount of activity on the Bitcoin and other networks, but usually they focus on Bitcoin. We're also seeing a brand new all-time hash rate. More people are plugging in their computers to mine more Bitcoin. There's a lot of optimism about Bitcoin, where the price is going to go, how high it's going to be. And despite all that, we have seen a relatively small amount of volatility, which is not very normal in Bitcoin. Historically, when there's this little volatility, they believe that the price is coiling up, kind of like a snake, and is getting ready to pounce. And we've seen this many other times before. It's just a literal matter of if it's going to pounce upwards or downwards. DeVere Group CEO has predicted the state of crypto markets by the end of 2022 without even having to go through it. And it's also really weird that people just kind of keep stating the obvious when all of us also know the exact same thing. Basically, the CEO of DeVere Group, this was actually quite popular price news, basically stated that if the Fed raises interest rates, the price might go down. If the Fed stops raising interest rates, then prices might go back up and we might be in a bull market. See, that was super easy, but for some reason, that was quite popular news. Also wow, the whole world is just optimistic now. A crypto panel of experts, wow, have predicted that XRP could surge to $3.80 if Ripple wins their lawsuit against the SEC. I think that $3.80 is a bit low, simply because, hear me out here, XRP's price hit $3.60 in 2017 off of the idea that it was just going to be listed on Coinbase. Right, yeah, see? So I would assume with all the new Ripplers, I don't know, people who like that coin, it'll probably go up to $5, but that's neither here nor there. It's more of a matter of when. So yeah, tying into the optimistic news, I don't know how they got $3.80. I'm sure a lot of people would not be upset at that movement. This one says, yeah, I told you would see a trend in the video. It says Bitcoin is closer to a bullish takeover than you think. Data is suggesting Bitcoin technicals and hash rate indicate that the market is on the verge of a bullish breakout. Historically, now that's all I can keep saying because I have to go back on the past. We are only Crypto has been around for 13, 14 years. No one knows what all the indicators mean, but as long as I've been in the market, whenever Bitcoin is trending sideways or moving sideways, I think the longest period we ever had without any movement was like 5 months. It was by far the most boring part of my life that I have ever lived. And I'm sure some of you remember, every single day I was like, well, Bitcoin's up by 0.5%. The next day it was down by 0.02%. It was not moving. And when we finally did have a movement, we were like, yay, money. And everyone got really happy. So this is all the optimism that we have right now. Also in optimistic news, it says Ethereum price is unstoppable. Wow. NY a break above $1,400 seems imminent. This one is echoing the exact same thing. Ethereum price analysis, fresh increase above 1,400 US dollars possible. Told you would see a trend, and luckily it's all optimistic. That works out for all of us. I'm pretty sure someone out there has gathered as to why all of the crypto news is so optimistical. This one says Dow futures are up by 430 points. NASDAQ futures briefly gained 2% after a positive start to the week. Where's the news? It's somewhere around here. Apparently, tech stocks began to surge, and as people earlier this year were announcing that crypto is very techy, we tend to rise whenever not only the stock market rises, but also the tech sector begins to move up as well. Solid earning reports sent stocks higher. Bank of America rose by 6% after delivering better than expected results, and the Bank of New York Mellon, or BNY Mellon, gained 5% after its own earnings beat. In addition, another pivot from the United Kingdom bolstered markets. Jeremy Hunt, the new United Kingdom. Why can't I speak English? Finance minister announced on Monday that he would reverse nearly all announced tax cuts and walk back an energy subsidy. From what I read earlier, not like today, but before earlier, I think the tax cuts were just on the richest individuals in the country, and people were like, hey, bro, dude, the country's not looking too good. Stop all the tax cuts. I watch TV sometimes, and the way that this was touted was very nefarious, and people should... Anyway, a lot of people were trying to make it seem as if they were trying to cut taxes or raise taxes for essentially the poor and cut them for... And it was like, no. These tax cuts would only be benefiting just the richest people and no one else. So anyway, backtracking on that news, UK markets went up. The stock futures for the United States began to move up as well. It says US stock market ends sharply higher. There we go. Dow Jones jumps 550 points. NASDAQ is up 350 points. And the S&P 500 rallies by 2.65% as well. So, as you probably saw in the title, everyone is very bullish right now on all the different markets. I would dare even say, until we get above a clear 25, 26, 27,000 Bitcoin, and the Federal Reserve has announced that they are not going to be raising interest rates, I would simply say calmate. I would say everyone cool your horses a little tiny bit, because I think this is a bit of a relief rally. I'm not upset with it, but it's been a rough year. So don't get your hopes up too high, but everyone on the planet is talking about the bullish crypto Bitcoin $29 million relief rally kind of thing. I mean, listen, even when you hear that XRP is going near $4, that's also something. That's all the price news that we have right now. Not too bad. Pretty good. And yeah, let's move on. Okay, also, this is a one gigantic cluster. It's many different news stories, but they're all saying the exact same thing. This is kind of intense how it starts. Fresh off the success of a flawlessly implemented merge event last month. Okay. Ethereum's core developers are beginning to turn their attention to the next highly anticipated upgrade called Shanghai. The Ethereum Foundation on Friday announced the launch of a pre-Shanghai testnet that it's calling Shandong. That is Shandong. Shandong will serve as a testing ground for numerous Ethereum improvement proposals, or EIPs, which Ethereum's core developers will build, tweak, and ultimately whittle down to a select number of updates that will be included in Shanghai. Apparently, it says it's somewhere around here. It's supposed to, or believed, that this will go live somewhere. Where is it? Where are the words? Oh boy, it's somewhere. One of the articles. It's expected to go live, I believe, autumn of next year. Here are some of the proposals that they have. I don't know what half of this stuff means. EVM object format, EOFV1, love it. Something called warm Coinbase, like a warm apple pie, but replace apple pie with Coinbase. It literally says EIP 3651 is called warm Coinbase. Sure. EOF core validation, push zero instruction. The other one says limit and meter into code. And the other one says beacon chain push withdrawals as operations. So this was very popular news that there's going to be another Ethereum upgrade update that we're going to have to wait, hopefully not 7 more years for. This may be, not really sure, the cluster of things that we were talking about or had heard about before. So apparently the Ethereum 2.0 merge upgrade that we had a couple of weeks ago was meant to lay the foundation for nearly every other upgrade that they have planned. That is to say, the lowering of transaction fees to nearly zero, if not zero, or somewhere around there. The other updates for future decreases in the issuance rate. What was the other one? The 100,000 transactions per second that we've been hearing about since 2017. That entire thing that's been going on. So, yeah. Also, once again, all tying exactly together in the THEEE, most popular news story of the day. According to an announcement from Ripple's core development team, RippleX, developers have introduced the first steps towards the Ethereum virtual machine compatibility with the XRP ledger. Right. The XRP ledger, or XRPL, is now live on the DevNet, and developers can assess available technologies alongside deploying existing Solidity apps on the Ethereum virtual machine sidechain. On Monday, the 17th of October, RippleX announced the introduction of the XRP-based and Ethereum virtual machine compatibility sidechain XRPL. The distributed ledger project, XRP, is the 6th largest crypto project in market cap. I think that's everything. There we go. The first phase of the Ethereum virtual machine sidechain is currently available for testing on the XRP Ledger DevNet. They said using a bridge, developers can test the exchange of the DevNet XRP between the Ethereum virtual machine sidechain and the XRP Ledger to assess available technologies, deploy their existing Solidity apps on the Ethereum virtual machine sidechain, and assess the XRP. There's so many, like the word XRP was in this thing about 47.5 times. This is the most popular news story of the day. The idea being, so years ago, no one talks about this that much anymore, but it's still a big part of the cryptocurrency ethos. The idea is that every coin, every chain would kind of be linked together. You would be able to use them seamlessly. A lot of times when we talk about these coins now, they're usually called wrapped tokens. Remember the other day we were talking about being able to use Bitcoin on top of Cardano. You would wrap the Bitcoin into the protocol, and therefore you would be able to transact in the value of Bitcoin on top of Cardano, which has quicker transactions. Therefore, everyone's a lot happier. This is relatively similar, but I think this is more going for like a move to hyper integration when it comes to the entirety of the project. Another really easy way, here we go, to prove that you are decentralized is also by having your coin on other chains. If it's not on the entire same blockchain anymore and it's kind of resting here and resting there, and 8% of it is on this chain and on this, blah, 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 you kind of get a further decentralization from where you currently are. So this is gigantic news. Everyone was talking about this. You think I'm joking. It was the most popular news story of the day. It says Ripple XRP's ledger is getting a side chain that's compatible with Ethereum. Is this the other one? Nope. Ripple releases critical smart contract bridge to Ethereum. Is this the one? Yeah, this is also, once again, all tying together. XRP holders can now create MetaMask accounts. For those of you who don't know what MetaMask is, it's this fox right here. It's a web-based browser. So like on your web browser is like kind of like a fox head kind of just sitting there. And it is mainly an Ethereum ERC20 wallet. So you basically, if you've ever bought or purchased NFTs, you typically use MetaMask to sign into it. All of your transactions are there, and you can go to every single other ERC20 other coin. And historically, it has just been for Ethereum and ERC20 tokens. That's why it says XRP holders can now create MetaMask accounts. According to a tweet on Monday by Peersyst, that is PEERSYST Technology, which is currently working with Ripple developers to roll out an Ethereum virtual machine compatible sidechain for the XRP ledger. Notably, a guide on how users can do this will be released today to enable users to test the sidechain. There's a tweet for it right there. As reported by The Crypto Basic, XRP ledger developers announced the launch of the Ethereum virtual machine sidechain, notably the development of consequently. Combine the fees. Where is it? Oh gosh, there's so much going on. The point is, apparently this is also very major news. I want to see exactly how this ends up happening, if this ends up happening, when this ends up happening. If anyone has the chance to use this or do so, please let me know, because I would love to know exactly how that works. As far as I can tell from all the news that we've been getting over the last 6, almost 7 years, I do not remember any other coin being compatible or usable with MetaMask except for Ethereum ecosystem coins. I think that would do a lot, because a lot of people use MetaMask. It's supposed to be super convenient, super lightweight, very fast in its actions. If you're now able to also use XRP on MetaMask, I think that would be a dramatic game changer. So, like I said, all the news would relatively tie together. Ethereum has launched the testnet for Shanghai. Ripple and the Ripple X people have joined forces with Peersyst to launch the XRP ledger Ethereum virtual machine compatibility to be able to, I guess, essentially run everything XRP on Ethereum or vice versa, back and forth. And also, you can apparently now use XRP to create a MetaMask account. That's a lot. It's a lot going on. I mean, every single day. Can you imagine that I'm sure you can, because I assume you watch the channel. Every single day there's something crazy going on, and that's just how the space is. That's all the Ripple and Ethereum and ERC20 and MetaMask and Ethereum Ripple X Ledger Ethereum Virtual Machine news. Oh, I'm out of breath. All right. Let's move on. Also in popular news, MasterCard is set to announce plans today for a program to help institutions offer Bitcoin and cryptocurrency trading. This was reported by CNBC. MasterCard will be working with Paxos, that is Paxos for those of you who did not know, to bridge the gap between banks and will manage the security and regulatory compliance. Two reasons many banks have stated for avoiding Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. It's been years. They keep saying they want more security, and this is why we saw Fidelity and BlackRock also enter into the space. But they also want compliance, and one of the main ways that you get compliance in the old world, especially like if you're a company who's trying to go public, you typically would be absorbed by another company who already has all of the paperwork and they are regulatorily compliant. So if everything is going through MasterCard, who has all the paperwork and they are completely compliant, this is the way that you get other institutions into the space. They said there's a lot of consumers, same thing, out there that are really interested in this and intrigued by crypto, but would feel a lot more confident if those services were offered by financial institutions. This was said by MasterCard's chief digital officer. Oh, that's a new title and phrase. So yeah, major news. A lot of people, once again, don't look into cryptocurrency news and haven't been realizing that this has been happening for a very long time. We had news back in 2018 that apparently PayPal was maybe crypto curious and wanted to get into the space. In 2019, they announced their foray into the space. And then around the same exact time, we had Visa announce that they definitely wanted to get into crypto. These were also some of the major members. For those of you who missed that old chart that we had many years ago, there was a chart when Facebook was just talking about Yes, that's what it was. Oh my gosh, I forgot about that. Remember when Facebook was trying to create their own digital currency and lawmakers were like, nope. MasterCard, Visa, and all the other major companies were in there as well. They were in the same exact pool trying to join forces with MetaBook, but of course that didn't work out. They were also part of the same group of people who were trying to do it with, it wasn't Uber. What was the company? There was some other major company who was also trying to do something digital. Anyway, the point is, after Visa announced that they were going to be getting into crypto, MasterCard took like another 6 or 7 months, and they were like, yay, crypto amazing. We love it so much. How did we not try to make this money here before? It says MasterCard is going to help banks offer crypto trading. Executive says crypto is on the cusp of really going mainstream. Yay. Can't wait for that to finally happen. I mean, I told you all before, it's already mainstream. It's just a matter of these people who keep lying to us, telling us that they're not into the market to just simply come out of the shadows at this point. Because we get a new billionaire every single week being like, I lied. I know I've had crypto since 2014, but isn't it great that I'm rich and I'm also here? Anyway, MasterCard is apparently going to be helping banks to be regulatorily compliant so that they can offer Bitcoin and cryptocurrency trading and all that jazz. Wonderful. That's the MasterCard is, I'm telling you, every rich person is into crypto. Do not be fooled. Do not be fooled. They're all into crypto. They all own Bitcoin. They know exactly where this is going. And without further ado, yeah, let's move on. And I'm only covering this because it was so popular as well. So apparently BSV, that is Bitcoin Cash Satoshi's Vision, which is probably the longest and worst name I've ever heard for a cryptocurrency in my entire life, has apparently been having like troubles and block problems, and like people are mining empty blocks. It's almost like no one's using the blockchain. It's so weird. This made very popular news because I think a lot of people, I don't know. I try not to speculate, but I assume a lot of people had a lot of BSV or still have a lot of BSV. And it's also like no one was using that chain in the first place. For those of you who have no idea what I mean, this was the third iteration of someone coming forth and alleging that they were either or knew someone close to Satoshi Nakamoto. However, we found out very quickly, you can Google this as well. If you type in Bitcoin Cash Satoshi's Vision, or even just Bitcoin SV, and do 99% next to it, we found out that like a couple of months after it came out, that 99% of its transactions were from a weather app. Once again, 99% of their transactions were from an app that was showing weather. Yeah, I know, it's garbage. So they're also having tons of problems now. This is once again, not an I told you so. I go over crypto stuff every single day. Even when I'm not doing the channel, I have another channel that's also nearly about finance and crypto. But even outside of that, I'm always talking and reading about crypto as well. So when I told you all years ago that this was probably a scam and you would lose money into it because there's only one Bitcoin, I do appreciate everyone who actually listened, and I'm pretty sure your wallets are thanking you as well. Did you ever think that there was going to be a point where you were going to be trying to buy food at Starbucks and you were going to go, I'm paying in Bitcoin Cash Satoshi's Vision, and they wouldn't laugh at you or chuckle in some sort of way? Right. Anyway, so it says BSV network faces empty block mining attack. What? That's crazy. Exchanges to freeze block rewards. I can't believe it. It's almost like that coin didn't have problems from the beginning. News. Oh, sorry, news. Yeah. Let's move on. As always, a very special thank you to my Patreon supporters. GBU Wally, Dotha Diddy, Manny Cryptos, Crypto Gambino, Bubble Mode, How's Life Austin, Auspicious Agile and Blockchain, Jamie Saad, Blockchain Simplified, and let's move on. Empire Queen, Roman Geba, Bitcoin Ben, Arachno Dave, Tony Ambroski, The Dealers, Den Captain Something in the Z-Way, Lay, Mo Barazi, VB Nerd 21, Miguel Grillet, Lauren De Silva, Corded Biddy, Troy, All Good, Space Case, I don't know why I said it that way. Space Case, Need a Miracle, Paternoster, Navarro Williams, Utopia 569, Moonman High, XRP, Martin Steuer, Nostromo, John Sarson, The Animal, Rita, Bibliophobia, Todd Mullis, Adam Graysick, Wise Night Owl, 242 to the World, Bankroll Network, Crypto Artist, Cole D3D, Setsuna, Richie Rich III, Paxis, Nick Mangialavori, Jim Gardner, Jeremy Fox, Minting Coins, Yes to Crypto, Bodie McBoatface, Anytime Fitness, Monks, Corner Staff, Bake Me a Cake, Tigger, Macho Nisa, All Crypto with Lionel, and Crayola Michelle, URL. Thank you all very, very much for your continued support. Thank you to everyone who is a member of the channel. Thank you to everyone who left a comment to help out the channel as well. Everyone who has subscribed and to everyone who supports the channel in their own way, I do thank thee. At the moment, Bitcoin is currently up by 1.72%. It looks insane. It's going up, but not really. It's like a sideways going up kind of thing. There's so much choppiness in its price. Ethereum is at $1,327. It is up by 1.4%. XRP is up by 1.4. Binance Coin is up by 1.2. Solana is up by 1.7. Polygon is up by 6.69 percentile points. There was no Matic news. I assume it just has to do with some upgrade, update, something happening behind the scenes. Someone's using it. Someone's building an app on top of it. It's always the same thing over and over and over. Uniswap is up by 2%. Avalanche is up by 2 percentile points as well. Cosmos is up by 5.4. Kronos is up by 4.7. Anything else crazy? Flow Network is up by 4 percentile points as well. Huobi Token is up by 4. Aave is up by 2. Yeah. And Maker's up by 5 as well. I do hope that you've all had a great day. Hope you have a great morning, a great afternoon, a great evening, wherever you are, wherever you might be. I do hope it's absolutely fantastic. I hope your working week goes by quickly. I hope you find a way to do something nice today. There are tons of, I don't know if anyone else does the same exact thing. I'm a very seasonal person. So every month I try to match what the time outside is, if that makes any sense. It is October. I watch a scary movie every single night. Next month I will be, there aren't many Thanksgiving movies, but I still try to, match the seasonal tone. And around Christmas time, I completely go overload and I watch every single Christmas movie about 15 different times. So yeah, try and do something nice that reminds you of, I was going to say being happy. That sounds kind of depressing. You know what I'm talking about. Life is a little rough sometimes. So make sure that you take out time to find a moment to smile. I know it sounds cheesy, but listen, I'm trying to get everyone through the day because life is not always easy. Thank you all once again for watching, listening, and or supporting. And I will most certainly be talking to you all soon. See you.